What's going on, everybody? It's McFly here. So I actually can't believe I've never had this artist on my channel. One of my favorite artists, consider the GOAT in his genre. Super mainstream artist. Maybe that's why I kind of try to stay away from mainstream artists. But Eminem released a new song. Everybody's kind of going crazy about it. I was just going to watch it and not react to it, to be honest, just because, like I said, I try to stay away from mainstream artists in general. But everybody's talking about how, you know, the old Slim's back, the old Eminem's back, that he's back in his bag, all this crazy stuff, and that the video is crazy and all this. So I'm gonna react to it. Eminem Houdini official music video was released 17 hours ago. It's already got 9.2 million views. That's not surprising. None of that shit's surprising at all. But I'm curious. I think people forget how good those songs were. My Name Is Real Slim Shady. Those 2 or 3 albums in a row were like massive and ridiculous. So we'll see. I think people this could be a big step up from what he's been releasing and really awesome. And, you know, he could be back, but I think it's hard to kind of hit that kind of scale of things. And I think it's closer to it. So people are going crazy, but let's see, man. I'm excited because it's been a minute since I listened to some new Eminem, right? So, all right, let's go. I'm excited. Here we go.
Hey, it's Paul. I was listening to the album. Good fucking luck. You're on your own.
Who's got a problem? Check this out.
The fuck? The fuck is this shit?
Get your ass down here.
Guess who's back? 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 Guess who's back?
Well, look what the stork brung. Little baby devil with the forked tongue. And it's sticking out, yeah, like a sore thumb. With a forehead that it grew horns from. Still a white jerk. Pulling up in a Chrysler to the cipher with the Fikes perks and a Bud Light shirt. Lyrical technician and electrician. Y'all light work. And I don't gotta play pretend. It's you I make believe. And you know I'm here to stay, cause me, if I was to ever take a leave, it would be aspirin to break a fever.
All right, so I haven't really talked a lot about Eminem on this shit because, I mean, I haven't reacted to him. But one of the things that, well, there's a lot of things that I like about Eminem and how he raps, but I think the flow switches are kind of like, for me, what I really like about, right? He had a couple of them right here, and I do like that. You know, the right side here is current Eminem, the left side is old Eminem or Slim Shady, right? And they're kind of rapping back and forth. And you can tell, right? He's trying to hit that old cadence that he did back in the day with the old Eminem here, or Slim Shady's cadence, right? And on the right side, he's just doing his current thing. I think that's cool for multiple reasons. One, it shows like awareness of the difference between then and now, right? And two, it's just cool to have that old school stuff back. But no, Eminem with the flow changes is great. I think he's a wordsmith. I think that his pen game is strong. He can freestyle, but his pen game is definitely strong, right? The cadences, the flow switches, the rhyme schemes, the slant rhymes, right? All that stuff, like, he's a master at. A lot of people nowadays are kind of saying he's not the GOAT or he's not good because he doesn't talk about anything deep. And I was just having this conversation in my Discord, actually, but I personally don't necessarily think that being able to have a talk about something deep is a talent. I think how you structure it out to be artistic and poetic can be a talent, but I don't necessarily think having deep thoughts is a talent, but that could be debatable. My point here is I think he has the ability to talk about deep stuff because he has before, but that's not his bread and butter. He likes to kind of have this kind of humor behind his rap, right? And he does a good job, but let's go back a little bit. I don't want to talk about the cadence switches and stuff. So,
Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back?
like the star power in this.
Well, look what the stork brung. Little baby devil with the forked tongue. And it's sticking out, yeah, like a sore thumb. With a forehead that it grew horns from. Still a white jerk. Pulling up in a Chrysler to the cipher with the Fikes perks and a Bud Light shirt. Lyrical technician and electrician. Y'all light work. And I don't gotta play pretend. It's you I make believe. And you know I'm here to stay, cause me, if I was to ever take a leave, it would be aspirin to break a fever. If I was
Go back a little bit.
little baby devil with the forked tongue. And it's sticking out, yeah, like a sore thumb.
Right, that's the one rhyme scheme.
Forehead that it grew horns from. Still a white jerk. Pulling up in a Chrysler to the cipher with the flex perks and a Bud Light shirt. Lyrical technician and electrician. Y'all light work. And I don't gotta play pretend. It's you I make believe. And you.
That's like the obvious or like the staple Eminem flow, right?
Mistake is me. If I was to ever take a leave, it would be aspirin to break a fever. If I was to ask for Megan Thee Stallion, if she would collab with me, would I really have a shot at her feet? I don't know, but I'm glad to be back like abracadabra.
What? Wait, bro. Why does he have 3 Dr. Dre posters in his bedroom, and they're all like looking at him, bro? That's wild.
I'm about to reach in my back, bro. Just like that, and I'm back, bro. Now back in the days of old me, right around the time I became a dope fiend, ate some codeine.
Bro, like, and I'm stopping this a lot because this is a mainstream song and copyright stuff. Dre's always been a pretty good sport when it comes to his videos, man, and his songs, to be honest with you. But
now back in the days of old me, right around the time I became a dope fiend, ate some codeine as a way of coping. Taste of opiates, case of OE, turned me into snotty.
here's what I'm talking about with the rhyme scheme, right?
Around the time I became a dope fiend, ate some codeine
Dope fiend,
as a way of coping. Taste of
Coping.
opiates, case of OE, turned me into.
coping, taste the opiates, right? He made opiates rhyme with coping by cutting it off, right? It's kind of a slant rhyme there. Again, I'm not gonna go super deep into like M's rapping. We all know he's been doing this for years, so like we don't need to really discuss it. But I just think people who there's always a debate if he could be the GOAT. I think there's always a debate in anything, in sports, in any type of music, in anything, who the actual quote unquote GOAT is. There's always going to be an argument to be said for probably anyone in the top 3 to be the actual GOAT, but it's all preferences. What do you like, right?
Turned me into snotty face emoji. My shit may not be age appropriate, but I will hit an 8-year-old in the face with a participation trophy. Yes, I have 0 doubts that this whole world's bound to turn into some Girl Scouts. That censorship girls out. So when I started this verse, it did start off lighthearted at first, but it feels like I'm targeted. Mind-boggling how my profit is skyrocketed. Look what I pocketed. Yeah, the shit is just like y'all have been like joking in. I've been running at full speed, and that's why I'm ahead like my noggin in. I'm the fight y'all get in when you debate who the best, but out some white chalk, and when I step up to that mic, cock it in. Oh my God, it's a chicken out again.
I'm gonna go through that. I do like this kind of, in terms of like sort of the storytelling of the video, where it's honestly like the difference between, I honestly think it could be, if you think about it a little bit deep, but the difference between him then and him now is a lot of things, but culturally, the time we live in, right? The shit he used to talk about back then could get him canceled, and it has almost got him canceled now by Gen Z people who didn't really understand the almost the tongue-in-cheek of it. But if he was a rapper now, he would be canceled. But putting that in a video to kind of show the differences between himself now and then both how he raps and the music he makes and culture where we're at, right? Everybody has a podcast now. You saw that, right? Everybody has something to say, even if it's correct, incorrect.
It start off lighthearted at first, but it feels like I'm targeted. Mind-boggling how my profit is skyrocketed. Look what I pocketed. Yeah, the shit is just like y'all have been like joking in. I've been running
right? Rhythmically complex rhyme scheme.
Profit is skyrocketed. Look what I pocketed. Yeah, the shit is just like y'all have been like joking in. I've been running at full speed, and that's why I'm ahead like my noggin in. I'm the fight y'all get in when you debate who the best, but out some white chalk, and when I step up to that mic, cock it in. Oh my God, it's a chicken out again. If I'm my last trick. If I'm my last trick, I'm about to reach in my back, bro.
I gotta say, like, I don't know if there's any CGI done in his face in this video, because after seeing like fucking Fallen and Reverses videos, I don't know how much like CGI goes into this stuff, but he looks a lot like he did back then, right? Obviously, you can tell he's older, but now that he has the blonde hair again, looks pretty close, man. Leave a message in the comments. Who do you think would win in a rap battle between old M and new M? And new M? I want to know, because I think there's something to be said for both of them.
Sometimes I wonder what the old me say. If he could see the way shit is today.
Back.
They say that everything is gay. What's my name? What's my name?
He'd probably say shit was gay. Like Happy. He had to make sure he didn't get canceled. Oh shit, they merged.
How many little kids still wanna act like me? I'm a bigger prick than cacti bee, and that's why these words sting just like you were being attacked by bees in the coop, leaning back my seat, bumping R. Kelly's favorite group, the black guy peas. In my Air Max 90s, white tees.
Oh, what a bar, bro.
Black guy peas, prick cacti bee, and that's why these words sting just like you were being attacked by bees in the coop, leaning back my seat, bumping R. Kelly's favorite group, the black guy peas.
Blacking R. Kelly save a group. Black guy peas, right? Like black eyed peas, bro. Holy shit.
Bees in the coop, leaning back my seat, bumping R. Kelly's favorite group, the black guy peas. In my Air Max 90s, white tees, walking parental advisory. My transgender cat Siamese identifies as black but acts Chinese. Like a motherfucking hacky sack, I treat the whole world cause I got it at my feet. How can I explain to you that even myself
Hey.
danger too? I hop on tracks like a kangaroo and say a few things that do to anger you. But fuck that, if I think that shit, I'ma say that shit. Cancel me, what? Okay, that's it. Go ahead, Paul, quit. Snake ass prick, you male cross-dresser, fake ass bitch. And I'll probably get shit for that. But you can all suck my dick. In fact, fuck them, fuck Dre, fuck Jimmy, fuck me, fuck you. Fuck my own kids, they're brats. Fuck them. Take a scoop off. Them and you off.
Bro, going after his own kids, bro. It's fucked up. I like how at least still one of them smiling, you know? But he went 50 Cent. Like, why you coming at me, bro?
Fuck Dre, fuck Jimmy, fuck me, fuck you. Fuck my own kids, they're brats. Fuck them. Take a scoop off. Them and you off. You too, Paul. Got two balls.
Hey.
What you
Bro, as a parent, I can say that we've all been there. Sometimes, like, they're little shits, all right? And yeah, fuck them. But we love them. Don't worry, we love them.
saw ain't what you saw, cause you're never gonna see me caught sleeping. See the kidnapping, never did happen. Like Sherry Papini, Harry Houdini, I vanish into the thin air as I'm leaving like.
Trust me, I'm a great driver. Don't worry, I just got my license back.
Of course he would have him in this video, bro. What an abrupt ending. I'm assuming that's supposed to be like Stan, right? I think there's a lot of like, I could go through and talk about the lyrics like I do for a lot of hip hop stuff, but we have a lot of, what do you call it? We got other reactors that can do that. I'm not going to do that, bro. But I'll say this. I think it's cool to see he's aware that he's different now, both because he grew up. When people grow up, they are different people. Right? This isn't 20, 30 years ago. But also like mentioning culturally how different it is. And he's like, well, I wonder what the M back then would think about how it is today, right? 100%, man. So much stuff is different. But like I see a thumbnail here like Shady's back, right? I think it's really, really similar. And like if you were to go back in time and put this on one of his older albums and sneak it in there, right? I think it could definitely like it would fit on those albums, but it would be one of those songs that's like, oh, this is a little bit different from him. I personally would say pump the brakes a little bit. Like this ain't the old M, right? He's grown too much to just completely go back to it. But we do have like the humor behind the lyrics. We have him just like, you know, fuck everybody, literally to his own kids, fuck you, right? But essentially like, yeah, all that stuff is back for sure, man. I think the angst and the energy from back then cannot be like faked in a sense, right? Like he still definitely, when it comes to his music, always has that energy of being very like having angsty lyrics no matter what, because he's just an angsty guy, I think, when it comes to his music. But to have that like almost, I don't want to say part of it was the drugs, but I'm sure some of it was. But to kind of have that hatred for the world because of how young you are and his upbringing and all that stuff, right? He's way past that, guys. Like, we can't expect him to be 100% who he was back then. And I think it is a disservice to say he is 100% back from how he was back then, because it's doing a disservice to how much he's grown as a person and in his music. But I think this is the closest we can get, man. I think really it's interesting to see. This makes you question other artists, right? Like, oh, they got older, of course they're going to change. Yeah, but how much of that is by choice and how much of that is like they literally kind of just fell off a little bit, you know? I'm a big fan of Eminem. I've always been a big fan of Eminem. I grew up listening to him in elementary school, junior high, right? That's when his two or three biggest albums dropped. So I've always been a fan, and I think he's definitely top 3, if not top 1, but I definitely think he's top 3. I think Nas is up there. I think he's there. I'm a big fan of Kendrick, man. I'm a big fan of Mos Def for sure. I think Mos Def is a little bit underrated just because he kind of had obscure stuff that he did. He took risks that didn't work out, but I think that's what makes him really good. So I think there could be an argument for M not even being top 3, but I think he's top 3. I could interchange any of those ones that I said. So, well, yeah, man, really, look, if he wants to keep doing this stuff, right? Like, this was also the cool thing about this was I saw the trailer for this, or the ad for this song coming out, how he's like going to make his career disappear, right? And I think a lot of people thought like, oh man, he's going to retire. I'm like, nah, man, M's not going to retire till he's dead. I do like that it's like his old self coming out, like kind of showing up a little bit, and that's why he would get canceled, right? Like, if some of his old personality were to come back, I do think it would be a little bit of trouble for him, right? And that's kind of what's cool about this song is focusing on that portion of it. But yeah, man, I think his videos have been really cool. And I think while the lyrics may not be necessarily poetically deep, I do think that they can be deep in a sense of like making you think about what, like, there's a story behind that. There's definitely a logical thought process that can go through. Like, yeah, man, a lot of stuff is different now. And like, could some of this stuff that existed in the 90s, 2000s, right? Could that stuff be present now? And I don't think it can, you know? So yeah, M's always been about talking about culture. He's always been about it. That was cool, man. More M. I'll take more M any day. If you guys want more Eminem on the channel, let me know in the comments below. That'll help my channel a lot as well. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I do appreciate the love and support you guys have been showing me. And please do remember that good vibes are contagious.